Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing it. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
You imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right-hand side, we got Commanders and SCSU #1 fan, Chuck Little John. What's up, Brody?
What's happening? What's happening on this wonderful, wonderful hump day?
Yes, indeedy. Hump day. Hey, man, we are waiting on our guy, Mr. Decatur's Realist, to come in a little bit. But we want to thank everybody out there on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Remember, bring a friend, tell a friend about the crew and you, man. And we hope to see y'all on here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock and every Sunday at 8 o'clock as well, man. But before we get jumped in, let's give our wonderful sponsor a big shout out.
Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you.
And the crew and you is partnering up with the Adaptive Life Foundation for a charity golf tournament on April 10th, 2023. Remember, bring your foursome. Come compete. Come fellowship. Come laugh with the TCY crew, man. It's going to be a great event for a great cause, Adaptive Life Living for amputees. So we hope that you all join us. We hope that you all donate. Hope that you all participate. You know, any amount of donation helps. So we appreciate y'all. Like I said, we hope to see y'all on April 10th. It's coming, man. I think we're like 4 weeks away. We're about a month away now almost. So make sure send your names in, send your names in, your deposit in, everything, man, so y'all can participate in this wonderful event that we're about to have. All right. OG, man, let's jump right in, Brody. And I want to start here. I want to start right here. And I think it's something that needs to be said. Coach Jim Boeheim of the Syracuse Orangemen, man, has decided to call it quits after 47 years on the bench. This man has been a staple in New York, in Syracuse basketball for many, many years. National champion, Hall of Famer, 2-3 zone guru. If you know anything about Syracuse, that's all is zone 2-3, man. And they've been very successful in doing that for many years, man. So I want to give Mr. Coach B a big shout out, man, and congratulations, and man, and enjoy retirement. Enjoy retirement, man. OG, what you got to say about Mr. Coach B?
Yeah, I just hate that. I guess if it was going to happen, that it wasn't announced earlier, so he could get his flowers all season long. But I guess it's something kind of strange about it happening today, after they lost to Wake Forest in the ACC tournament. So, hey, we don't know all the ins and outs, but like he was a great coach. I think he was like a 1,015 and 488 or something like that. I think he's the second winningest coach right now in Division One.
Okay.
So he 47 years, and I think he went to, I think that was his, I think Syracuse is his alma mater too. So he spent a lot of time in Syracuse. And like you say, he did 2-3 guru. Used to hate when I'm a North Carolina fan, but hate when North Carolina play him because most time they ran that 2-3 zone to perfection, buddy.
Yeah. You had to have shooters to play against that 2-3 zone. I mean, like you said, they run 2-3 zone and they're running from half court.
Yeah.
So it's just a great feat of just being at one school for 47 years, man. That's a huge feat, man. And well deserved retirement for Mr. Coach B. So I wanted to start off with that. Some great news, man. So let's go here, man. Let's go here. Let's jump into this NFL free agents, NFL quarterbacks getting deals, NFL quarterbacks not getting deals, or getting franchise tag. Let's jump into this right here, man. Lamar Jackson, he did receive the franchise tag, but it was the exclusive franchise tag where Baltimore Ravens can match any team out there who wants to offer Lamar Jackson a deal. If they do decide to offer him a deal and they accept, they will have to give up 2 first-round picks. But these teams that I just put up there, which is kind of strange to me, being that Lamar Jackson is a former MVP. Lamar Jackson has been a winner in the NFL for 5-6 years. But the Baltimore Ravens aren't willing to invest a multi-year contract into Lamar Jackson. Now, the Atlanta Falcons, the Miami Dolphins, the Carolina Panthers, the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Washington Commanders have all stated that they are not interested in Lamar Jackson. So OG, let me hear what you have to say about this whole scenario that I just put out there for you. And let's bring our guy in, Mr. Corey Davis, Decatur's premier trade analyst. Welcome on, Brody.
What's happening, fellas?
What's going on?
Hey, y'all know what it is. Another
Were
day,
you
another dime.
Just talking about?
I heard Lamar Jackson when I was in the back of the studio. I heard you coming in and you saying give OG to give your thoughts on the Lamar Jackson saga. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. So OG.
Yeah. So I'm disappointed. And I go ahead and, unlike other people on this podcast, I talk bad about my team.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not gonna call no names, but for us to go and have to Carson Wentz last year, we released Carson Wentz, and not to test the waters and go after Lamar Jackson. Nah, that's just ludicrous to me. Now,
Do y'all still owe Carson that money?
I think we do, but I think they cut it down because they released him when they did.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know how much cap space they got, but still, to go after Carson Wentz and not go after Lamar Jackson, that's just absolutely ludicrous to me. and like you say, he's proven. I mean, it's not like you don't know what you're getting. He's still a young man, still with years left. But I guess I don't know. I think somebody put in the chat. I don't know if we're waiting on the draft or what we're waiting on. But right now, we're putting all our money and I like Taylor Heineke. And Howard just a rookie. He had that one good game against somebody I won't call the name, but I just don't understand it. Some of the team. I mean, on the team I understand that 5 you put up there, they may not go after him. Miami's got a quarterback. Is he better than Lamar Jackson? That's up for debate. But at least they have a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But other teams that say they're not interested, they don't have valuable quarterbacks. So why would you come out and say I'm not interested? It just makes you wonder about what's going on behind the scenes.
There we go.
So you're saying is it 5 or 6 teams? I know Atlanta Commanders. You just said Miami, Tampa Bay, Carolina.
Tampa Bay wasn't on there.
Tampa Bay is not on there.
No, they're not on there.
They do need a quarterback, right?
They
These
do.
are the ones that were interested in Lamar.
They're not interested.
They're not interested.
No, okay, I'm saying so. We're not saying these are the ones that are not interested, but these are not the teams that need a quarterback. These are not all the teams that need a quarterback.
No, there's still some out there. You still got the Colts. You still got the Bucks.
Yeah.
You still got the Jets.
And
so you still have
teams.
Raiders.
Before we get started, I don't know what the purpose is of you coming out and saying that you're not interested. I mean, why publicize? If you're not interested, you're not interested. But why publicize and put it out there? That's just, I don't know. That's crazy.
So being Atlanta, we were one of the teams that were, how to say courting or vetting. Let me get your phone number. Let me see what's up with you. Let me talk to you for a minute. I went over to talk to your dad. I heard some good stuff about you. Whatever it is, what I'm saying. We were one of the teams that were interested. We were looking through the shades. What I'm saying, so to speak. I think it's a little bit, to me, this is just my opinion. There's a little bit of personal here because a lot of teams don't want to deal with his mother as his agent. This is like you said, this is still that good old boy, big boy playground league or whatever, how they like to say it. It's still the Millionaire Boys Club where, they want to talk to other men. They want to be able to, manipulate the system as they see fit, as opposed to saying, I'm looking out for my child, what I'm saying, give him what he's worth. Mm-hmm. Now, then on the flip side, this is another quarterback expected draft. There are 5, possibly 6 guys that these teams are saying, I'm going to give, and I'm going to tell you why I feel like this. The past year and a half, almost 2 years, we've seen situations where one time, first year rookie quarterbacks come in and do well. I'm gonna use Heineke, for example. Guy who came in there, got in the pocket, did his job, did well. I think I don't know what how many years Cooper Rush has been in the league, but first time starter, come in, do his job in the offense and make it happen. We've seen Purdy do it this year. We've seen it, not saying time and time again, but it's becoming more of a trend where these new quarterbacks are coming in to these, to these dedicated offenses to a rookie and what they can do. Now more teams are saying we can do the same thing. We don't have to spend, give up two first round draft picks and then still pay, excess of $200 million, dollars. They'll rather take a crapshoot in the draft. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt the same way. And I think me and OG said the same thing. I did not want us to give up the farm for one cow. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to at least give my guy Ritter a shot. I know he got 4 games on his belt, but if you do it right, give him, this whole offseason, put some tools around him. This is what we drafted him for. Give him a shot. Don't give it up just yet. So I felt like, this is the first time in a long time. We made it to the playoffs in 5 seasons, but this is the first time in a long time that we've had an excess of $100 million and 9 picks in this up and coming draft. Do it right. Get you a splash in free agency. Get you, get you a good solid 1 or 2 picks. Trade off 2 to get somebody. You can make it happen with 100 million and 9 picks. You can do it. Somebody just has to be smart enough to do it.
Okay. With that being said, and I kind of agree with what you're saying for your Falcons, especially.
Yeah.
And Remus says, reportedly there are 5 first-round quarterbacks that are going this year, so they may be trying to see where the quarterbacks go.
It's possible.
My question for you all: would you rather go with something that you know what you're getting at quarterback than somebody that you're just hoping that he pans out to what you think he should be? I know you brought up some quarterbacks that have played early on, but how long did they play in school? Like you brought like Brock Purdy, he played 4 years at Iowa State, and he started 4 years. So
Where you play?
At Iowa State.
Iowa. Okay.
Iowa.
I forgot you
Iowa.
can't say. Now go ahead.
So he has more experience of playing. The guys coming out now, they're juniors, they're sophomores. The Florida, who killed it at the combine, he's a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
So would you rather go with somebody who's proven or go with the unproven?
I got a great answer for that. Okay. So Pat Mahomes played at Texas. Where he played at Texas State.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. You know what I'm saying? Texas Tech. Nobody knew who that kid was until he got in the game. I forget who he played behind. The dude that broke his leg. Alex Smith. Right. Nobody knew who this guy was. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a high draft pick. He wasn't a high prospect. Same way with Lamar. Yeah, he won the Heisman, but he played at Louisville. Which at the time Louisville wasn't contending for a national championship, but they were decent because he was a human highlight film.
Mm-hmm.
You got a few quarterbacks out there that come from like I said, from nowhere. You just said Purdy. He played at Iowa State, and nobody knew who he was. Nobody. But you give them opportunity to kind of play and do all right. They'll end up panning out for you. But you got to give them a shot to do what you drafted them to do, which is play ball in hopes that they can do all right, man. That's how I feel about Ritter. I want to at least give him a chance to show me, that you can do this. You got to give him a chance to do it, man.
All right. OG?
I guess I'm the opposite.
No chance. Damn.
No, not no chance. I'm saying I'd rather go with the proven guy.
Oh, proven. Okay.
If I have an opportunity to get somebody that's a seasoned veteran in the NFL, that's the MVP. So you've seen what he can do. I don't have to worry about taking somebody in the draft and hoping that they can pan out versus I know what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to spend that? Is he worth two? Is he worth 2 first rounders and 200 plus?
Is he worth it?
Yeah.
I mean,
for Washington.
I would say he is, but I'm gonna put it to you like this. You pay as a quarterback that was in the league that came with baggage and got 200 plus.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's not coming with no baggage. He's a former MVP. He's proven his skills. He's a dual threat. So to me, he's earned that 200 plus 2 picks because he's going to be a game changer on your team.
Let me ask y'all a question. If you know, and I heard this on the radio earlier today. One of the issues was when they were, it's because they've been trying to do this deal for 2 years. When they come in there and they say, well, in the past 2 seasons, you missed 10 games.
12.
But 12 games?
12
Okay.
games.
Is that with the playoffs, or that's with
He's made 6 in each of the last two years.
in the regular season? Okay, that's almost a whole season. That's 3/4, right? When you go down, when you get to the drawing board and you say something like that, 12 games is a lot. I'm not saying that.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. I think it's 5 and 5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. So 10. Yeah, okay. So it is 10,
right? I think it's like 12.
huh?
I think it's like 12 overall.
Since he's been playing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But in the past 2 seasons, it's been like I said 5 and 5. And then you don't travel with us, for when we, for that one playoff game that we had. You don't travel with us. You didn't travel, much, for the off games. How are we supposed to feel when you want to be the franchise guy? When you want to get the same kind of contract like that Cleveland put out there. That's a lot of bread. I didn't read what my wife had put up, but I mean, being a Cleveland fan, they came up, with a boatload of money. They beat us out. I thought that we were gonna do the same thing, but we didn't. But what you say, babe? You said a whole lot.
Yeah, I think it depends on who's around them. If you have a strong veteran to surround your quarterback, you can take a chance on a newer talent. If you have younger offense, you go with a proven quarterback. That's what she said.
Okay, I got something I want to bring up based on, I guess, what you and Corey were just talking about.
Okay.
And I know we're gonna get to this later on. We're not gonna cover this division, but we've been talking about these report cards, right? So I'm going looking at the Ravens, and one of the things that the players have concerned about is the weight room equipment, recovery resources, and strength staff. And at the core of these issues, the head strength coach has recently parted ways. And do you know what the players gave for strength coaches?
What, F?
F minus.
Yes, F minus, yeah.
Was that the one who got fired?
Yeah.
Part ways. Look, he got fired.
So is all that part of his recovery time?
Oh, because of the staff.
Yeah.
And it could be. It could be. And I think he's playing a little hardball too. He's not risking himself on a franchise tag, which he played on last year. So I think some of it's a little bit of both. So my dad says not only that, imagine what he would bring in at the box office. So you when you bring in a Lamar Jackson, you're bringing in the talent, but you're also you're filling the stadium up now, because he's going to definitely fill the seats up. So
that seat thing gonna go up too. That PSL or the PCL, that thing gonna go up.
Yeah, absolutely. RC says, man, he's not taking that cap hit of $200 million. He said that's too much for anyone. And if it's guaranteed, if you do $200 million over 4 years, 5 years, at $40 million, would you not do that?
What'd you say? 5 years. I think. Okay. Would you do it over 5 years?
Would you not do that over 5 years? It's guaranteed. Is he better than Daniel Jones, who just got 4 years for 160?
Heck yeah. Come on now.
He's making 40.
But he getting 112 is guaranteed though, right?
He has incentives in there.
Right. That he got to make,
Yeah,
1,000 this and 100 his, whatever. He got to make those. But I'm saying he got 112 that's guaranteed, correct?
I didn't see the guarantee on it. Honestly, I didn't see the guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
but
112.
I think that's what I saw. Or it may have been Gino. Which one? Gino got a bag too, didn't
Gino got 105.
he? Okay. I saw one to say he got more than Gino.
Yeah.
but but RC, I agree with one of the statements that he made. Yeah, I've always said this, that if you bring in Lamar, you can't give up your core athletes. I mean, you had to work it out where you can bring him in and keep people, because if you bring him in and lose your core athletes, then you're right back to square one.
Yeah. We're back in the same.
Yeah,
We'll be
I
back
got
in
a
that
quarter-
same situation.
Yeah, I got
Huh?
a quarterback, but I had no supporting cast.
Yeah. We'll be doing the same thing we did when we had Matt Ryan. We were giving Matt and Julio, they got the bulk of the cash for about 5 to 6 years. I'm not gonna say they tied up the money, because we did, at one point we had a good season. We had two great seasons. One which was, took us to the Super Bowl. But you got to be committed to, and we see that all the time. Either you got to start getting into these free agents, and you got to be all in for that particular year, and you're playing for that 1 year, as opposed to, I'm dumping it all out on one person for 4 to 5 years. It's a hard road to hold, but I'm not saying that we're out of it, because they keep, making small innuendos that we're gonna still make a phone call, whatever you have it. The draft is still coming. Um, I just don't believe in giving up the farm. If you do a little homework, you can find somebody that wants to come to Atlanta.
Yeah. So
So how does this work? So with the type of tag they put on him, is there a time frame where teams can match it?
yeah.
Only
So
one oh, my bad. Go ahead, G.
yeah. So once somebody, so he's able to now go out there. The agents are able to go out there and try to find him another deal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Once they find him a deal, then I'm not sure what the timetable it is where they have to match. I have to look it up and see, but they have a certain amount of time where they get to go and match that thing, or they say, okay, you can have them. I'll give you my 2 draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens
The Ravens are the only ones that can match.
Yeah,
The Ravens are.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess my question is that how long do teams have to reach out to him? Is it after the draft, before the season starts, or
Oh no,
is there timeline on that?
it's
Do you know?
I want to say it's when the free agency part stops. Whenever
Okay.
that is. So I guess middle of March.
June 1st. That's the last day of free agency, right?
No,
Because that's the beginning of the
beginning of the thing. That's when everybody who already signed over, they get to, it's official then.
That's what I'm saying. That's June 1st is the beginning of the new season, right?
The official beginning, but the talk stopped before that. The talk stopped like in March or something like that. Like you got from like March 13th through March 18th or something like that to talk to your people to try to do all your free agency stuff. Well, it starts
Is it?
Yeah, it starts like next week.
Oh.
From my understanding.
Okay, so let me see. Like, so we have to have Marcus Mariota dropped by June 1st, because you get that's that roster bonus day.
Yeah.
You're officially on the roster June 1st if they don't drop you before then. So sort of like with Ronald McDonald and OG. So they let him go, like you just said. I think it's the same way with us. We let Marcus Mariota go. We'll only pay him $2 million, but we'll save 12. By letting him go before June 1st. Because if we keep him on after that, that means that he's on the roster. His roster bonus is at $12 million. So we'll drop him. We owe him 2, and we'll keep 12, and we'll save 12.
Right. Yeah. So everybody gets their contracts gets renewed in June, like you said, June 1st, when the new contract, when the new season starts.
Okay.
But I believe you're still only talking from a certain period. You know,
Okay.
you're not talking in April anymore.
Can't keep talking that long. Okay.
You can't go to the draft and then be like, okay, this didn't work. Now let me go back and get these people. You got it, and that's like you got to do all this stuff before the draft.
Okay. So okay.
Yeah. So RC said, man, it's 82 to be exact for Daniel Jones. He gets actually 82 mil guaranteed for 2 years. So he's really on a 2-year contract. So he got a 4-year deal. The other 2 years are avoidable. So he's getting 41 for the first 2 years of the contract, and they can let him go. So
Well, I hear 112. Is 112 the total if he gets his numbers?
if they want to continue to keep him, they can. So, but and so in the next, if they do, the next 2 years would be what 40 no 67 80. I'm gonna say like 78. So he'll be making in 2 years and at 78. So he'll be making what 30, 39.
That's still a lot of bread. That's still a lot of bread to be mediocre.
That's more than Geno.
I know, right? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't mad because Geno was obviously ecstatic because he was crying, because like I said, it's obviously gonna be that last good contract, you know what I mean?
Well, for Geno, man, he's been a backup for so long. This is his first opportunity to get some real bread. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's super excited, and he's super excited for the fact that somebody actually believes in him. Yeah. So I think that's why he's so ecstatic about it. So Lamar Jackson, and what it sounded like from me to hear you all say this is he's not really worth a $40 million contract. You muted.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I was about to say I ain't. Yeah.
Nobody really wants to give it up though.
Yeah, I guess people, and that's what I say. I don't understand.
Yeah,
it's a bad year. It's a bad year for this. When you got, like you said, you got 5 quarterbacks in the chute. You got quarterbacks that are, are learning a little faster than most, but I just think it came in a bad year. Or the league is trying to say, everybody ain't finna get 250. We're not finna do what Cleveland did. Everybody ain't finna get those.
That's what I think it is. I think
this ain't finna become a trend.
Yeah, they are colluding. Like, look here, if we give, I think they went behind closed doors and said, hey, if we give this man 200 mil guaranteed, we're gonna have to start giving everybody guaranteed, and that's what the players want. Yeah. The players want guaranteed money throughout their contract.
Let me tell you how we gonna know if it's fair or not. So guess who's gonna have to go to the contract board, or getting down to the nitty gritty next year? Joe Burrow. So if they
guaranteed contract,
and guess that's who after him?
Justin Herbert.
And we don't want this to seem like it's a color thing, but if these boys get theirs,
they get guarantees.
I see where you're going with this. So if you franchise Lamar Jackson, say if they don't make a deal, he stands to make what, 32 or 34? 32, right? And let's say, and I'm hoping, like I said, he comes out and does better than he has before. No injuries. Let's say, go deep into the playoffs. Get back to MVP status. They got to.
Yeah. RC says he don't think Joe will demand as much as Lamar is, though.
What you talking about? Man, listen. Yeah, he will. Man, if he go the way this dude been playing, you're gonna have to play him. Right now, he's on a rookie contract for 22 million, right? They're gonna have to give it up to Burrow.
Are you thinking in between 160 and 200? Or are you thinking 200 guaranteed?
Super Bowl appearance, and then he goes back to the AFC Championship, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
The following year.
Yep.
I can't deny, who this dude is. I can't. But to answer your question, they're gonna have to give him a bag. They're gonna have to give him a bag, and I'm not saying it has to be an excess of 200 million, but if you are one of those guys in the AFC that they've been talking about, and we know they got some studs in there now in the AFC, there's some stud QBs, and you got to keep it up in that division. I want to say yes. I'm gonna say yeah. If we're talking about it now, and he right now he just got 22. He under that rookie contract right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gonna have to give him a bag.
So Kyler Murray, G's favorite guy, got 230.5 million, 160 million guaranteed.
Yeah. So Kyler got 230. All right.
160 million guaranteed.
With a total of 230. That's saying that's two.
Yeah.
Like you say, I'm a pocket 164. That's guaranteed. But if I do my job, I get this 230.
Yeah.
If Kyler can get it, yes.
RC says not even Mahomes gets 200 mil. Honestly,
Mahomes get 5. Don't he get
over the life of the contract, Mahomes would get 477 million guaranteed.
Yeah, and he been making all his numbers.
477 million.
Yeah, man.
Guaranteed. Yep. So he got 140 million guaranteed for injury. He got 106 million will be fully guaranteed by March. Mahomes gets 477 million in guaranteed mechanisms over the life of the deal.
And look, and let me tell you something. In these last 3 years, when he got that contract, he's met every number.
Yeah.
He's played he's played in injury.
Yeah.
He's gotten 5,000 yards. Listen. He's meeting his numbers. He's meeting his incentive numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's anybody out there that's meeting it, he is.
What?
Yeah. And he deserves it. Like, I didn't even. Hey,
yeah.
Who gonna argue with that?
He's on the stratosphere right now. Like,
man, making Superman throws and playing by himself, and yeah, man.
On one leg.
Yeah, they got rid of Tyreek Hill. We was like, hey, but he gonna be in trouble.
And still threw for 5 stacks.
Come back with the Super Bowl without him.
Without him. So,
when Tyreek had to apologize because he was like, he ain't gonna be nothing without me, and then he come back, my bad. Yeah. Maybe I was good because of him, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on. All right, hey, we got 3 Wish players that we have out here, man. Before we jump into our last topic. So RC right there, that 145, that's only half of it. He gets another one that's guaranteed for something else.
Right. You gotta look at that whole thing, man.
There's more to it, big dog. But so let's start. OG, what 3 to add to your team?
So we start with me.
Yeah, we're gonna start with you, OG.
So one player we've already talked about. We spent the first 40 minutes talking about. Pretty much. And that is Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
So my next player would be who y'all think y'all go get. That would be Odell Beckham.
Oh, Odell. Okay.
Oh, diggity.
That would open up for McLaurin and Josh and Dotson. Then my third is going to be a draft pick at cornerback, Devon Witherspoon.
From where?
What? I would say, where he come from?
Illinois.
Is that the dude that ran the 4-2?
I don't know where he ran. All I know, he was targeted 63 times this year, allowed 22 catches for 206 yards. And you know what he is referred to as?
What?
A dog.
I know that, right?
At cornerback. So showing up the cornerback position for us, because our front seven is pretty good, but be a tremendous help on defense.
Yeah. Okay.
They had that one shutdown corner.
What's his name again?
Devon Witherspoon from Illinois.
Okay. I'm got that written down. All right.
So those are my three wish players.
Okay.
All right. So I got three, you know, like I said, more on a and when I say these are definitely fantasy wishes, or you know, like these are like genie wishes. All right. So on our defensive line, I want to have Devon Witherspoon is nice. I gave him my stamp. Okay, good job. The first guy I want, you know, and this is to beef up the personality of the defense. If we could, I would want to see them bring in Ndamukong Suh. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like I said, with that being a wish, you know, you want him to still have, you know, a little bit more juice left, you know, just to get them guys some definition.
You don't care he's 90.
I don't care that he's 35 years old. I don't, because he came and did his job. Right. So he came and did his job and at the Eagles. And I like when they picked him up, you know, he brought
5 games. He played 5 games.
No, he did not. They brought him in at game 9. So he played the rest of the season, you know.
Was it game 9?
They brought him in at game 9. You know.
Game 9, correct.
I know, right?
Game 9, Gordon.
Well then, somebody look it up for me. When did he come in? Yeah, I know it ain't.
I thought it was like game 15.
No, they played. If I give him anything, I think it's 9 or 10 when they brought him in. They brought him in right, you know. They brought him in at a good time. I think it was 10 though, but check my stats. I may be wrong, but bring in or I'm gonna stay with Ndamukong. You bring in Ndamukong Suh. All right. The next guy on my offensive line, Taylor Lewan. When they bring him in?
Okay.
November 17th.
The tackle. Week
Yeah.
He said week 17.
Who said we said
November 17th?
November 17th.
Oh, November 17th.
Yeah.
What game was that? Did they say what game it?
That had been like that's right before the Thanksgiving game. So
he played 8 games.
He played 8 games.
I guess that's probably including the playoffs and I'm guessing that's including the playoffs and the Super Bowl. I'm guessing.
Okay. No, that's regular season. He played 8 regular season games because they went to the Super Bowl.
So November would have been week. November
because you still
week 8.
Yeah. There's only like 6 there or 5 games at Thanksgiving.
No, he said November 17th.
You got Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving was on the 29th.
The day after.
So that's 10. That's 2 games in there right there. Then
on 29 was it?
Yeah, it wasn't early. It didn't. Nah, it's like
It's
the 20th.
It's the 4th weekend.
It's the 3rd weekend, and it's the 3rd. Yeah.
I'm looking it up now. I'm gonna give y'all a definite answer.
Regardless,
played.
he did his
Boy.
So okay, week 10. You probably about right with week 10. Okay.
up in that range, right? And then you go all the way to the Super Bowl. You do your part. You know, is for those games that he played. I would say, you know, stats were exceptional. Didn't miss. He wasn't hurt. You know, he came in at this point. He was fresh. You know, but what I'm saying is, they brought him there to finalize or to define the part of that defense. You know, which I think he did. He did a great job on that. So, like I said, on my offensive line, I like Taylor Lewan, offensive lineman from Tennessee. Big guy. You know,
From Tennessee. All right.
yeah.
They released him. Okay.
Yeah, they did release him because of, you know, money situation. But like I said, this is wish list for me. This is wish list for the Falcons.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
Taylor.
and then I was thinking about him because Taylor the one is he knows our offense, and you know, like I said, I like his personality. Put him on the offensive line. He knows Smith's offense. That's my number. That's my number 2 pick. Ain't bad, you know. Third guy would be. My husband is a judge. Go ahead, go to bed. My third guy would be Carter, my Georgia Bulldog Carter. I know he's having some problems right now, but like I say, if he is exonerated of his issues, Jalen Carter, you know.
So you toughening up your defensive line.
I like it.
Yes. Beef up my guys. Beef up that D. You know what I'm saying? Add him with Grady Jackson. Grady Jarrett. That was Grady Jackson. Grady Jarrett. Yes.
Yeah, I like it. Hey,
now look.
You are your interior on both sides of the ball, so I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. Now let me tell you. Now,
y'all. Go ahead, Corey.
Oh, I was about to say, listen, as a feel good story, you bring back one of the guys that you didn't like. Bring back Julio Jones to kind of help. I was gonna say him earlier, but I was like, he gonna whip me apart if I put in Julio Jones. But I was like, that's just way he feel too good, you know, that to retire a Falcon. But I gave you my 3.
Okay. Well, my 3 is Jalen Ramsey. I want to put Jalen Ramsey on the other side of Trayvon Diggs and help out.
He a free agent?
No, for trade. I want to trade.
They want to trade. He's not a free agent, but they say he's up. They want to trade him, right? Yeah.
Trade,
okay. Yeah. I got you.
I want Sheldon Rankins, the D tackle out of the New York Jets. Big boy. 6 years. Yeah, okay. Sheldon Rankins, man. I need me a big trash can full of dirt right there in the middle, man, to stop out
that can't move. That ain't moving.
Yeah. So give me him, and out the draft, man, give me Jalen Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt. Who is he?
The receiver from Tennessee.
Yeah, the speedster from Tennessee.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Hyatt. I got you.
Number 11. Yeah, give me him.
That's that 9 route runner.
Yeah. We need somebody to try to scare somebody deep. So give me him. So those are my 3. Those are my wish list. My wish.
So you like that guy that Randy Moss liked. He said, give me a 9 route runner anytime. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's coincidental that both of y'all are trying to tighten up your defensive lines.
Yeah.
But you notice I didn't do that.
Something wrong with you.
Mine's already solidified.
How you figure, man? How you think something wrong with me? Why did you do on my defensive line? I got Payne, Allen, Chase, and Sweat. Come on.
But Chase ain't played.
I was like, ooh, please let Payne go. I want Payne. But
you
y'all
want Payne?
Tag him.
Yep.
Man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But what is Young gonna pan out?
What you mean? He played last year. He came back and played.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
They front 6, 7 dollars tough.
Okay.
He did play. He came back and played.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think.
Okay. Ain't no running on the Washington Commanders, dog. Ain't no running on them bad boys. So, yeah.
That's why we need that shutdown corner to help, boy.
Huh?
That's why we need that shutdown corner to help.
Yeah. Woo, that'd be ugly. All right, let's move into our grades for the AFC East. The AFC East, y'all. You got the Miami Dolphins, the Buffalo Bills, the New York Jets, and the New England Patriots. So we will jump into those. Let's start off with the number 2 squad out there in the rankings.
Say that one more time, G.
And that is the Miami Dolphins. And our girl, the Miami Dolphins. We're jumping into the Miami Dolphins. They're the number 2 ranked, graded card out of everybody. They have a 97% trust in the ownership that they will fix things. I think we kind of touched on it last week about we see from the outside looking in, it looks like they got some turmoil going on over there with their training staff. But their strength coach got an A+, their training room got an A+, their locker room and staff got an A+. They got a bunch of A+ on stuff that from the outside looking in, it looks like they're not doing right. So that's what's surprising to me. You seen Byron Jones come out and say, man, that he's basically about to retire because he can't run or jump anymore. After playing with them. And we've seen what happened with Tua. Tua has to take judo now.
I was just about to say, what do y'all think about that when the trainer or somebody from Miami suggested that you take judo to help you learn how to fall? Now, when I first heard about it, when they what'd you say, babe? I think the staff switched the way the survey results, possibly. And I want to know what y'all think when they suggested that the two were like it's your fault. You need to learn how to fall. And I think judo shows you how to and then you roll into to protect your head. And I think me and OG had peeked this out months ago. Like when he turns, it's like he puts himself into the snap back of the head, fall position.
Whiplash mode, boy.
Right. So somebody's saying, look, stop turning your body. Learn how to, take the hit and roll or stop, drop, and roll. Or, I don't know. But so judo is supposed to teach you how to fall on the opponent, or it's supposed to, help you to protect your body in a roll type position. But how do y'all feel about that?
To me, if it's going to help him based on what he went through last year, because to me, he was about in a situation where he had to make a choice.
Yeah, I think he still
to keep playing and not playing. So if that judo is going to help him tuck and roll or whatever the case may be, instead of going into whiplash mode, then I'm happy for him, because them concussions that he was taking last year, man, he was terrible.
Right. Snap attack, He-Man.
Yeah. In conjunction with the judo, he needs the helmet you were talking about, Corey, with the cushion.
That bicycle
he needs
helmet.
the extra cushion helmet.
Who said a bicycle helmet?
As well.
Who said? Damn.
Bicycle helmet with a face mask.
He said the bicycle helmet. That's Crash helmet. He do it, but he does. Now, I will say the same thing. Zeke Elliott, he changed his. It's like if you look at it, it's more stylish, like a motorcycle helmet for impact. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I listen. I think you should do that. It's got a different mask on it. It looks different. It looks like a motorcycle helmet, but you gotta do something.
But the Miami Dolphins' biggest gripe is more family room space. That was the only really gripe they had, and they said it's restricted to a certain amount. So if you have a big family, your kids can come. So I think
that's the only gripe, man. Come on.
Right. That's the only gripe. He says they're going to teach him how to take a hit. Is someone going to teach them not to put a concussed player on the field?
Put him out there.
One. All right. Let's go to our next one. Let's go to the New York Football Jets, man. So they're ranked number 19 overall.
19.
19. Their gripe is, I'm sorry, that's 77% of the players think that the owners will change and make things better. So 77% is what they have. And they said they have too many long hours that don't correlate to winning.
Hey, they talking about the coaches. That's where I read.
Talking about the coaches.
But I don't understand why the players griping about how much time the coaches spend there. It's not the families of the coaches be complaining about it, the players.
Cause them jokers probably tired. You know, you give me bad intel because you tired.
Yeah. I think they have to stay there too. Like for meetings. Yeah, for meetings. Yeah,
okay.
Then there is no family room. So the family can't come in, hang out. So the training gets good grades, but they have bad rank. So their grades on their training staff is a B-, a B. Locker room is B-, but they're ranked like number 29 overall, which is kind of weird, you know. So, and I know this new coach is trying to change the
culture.
Yeah, he's trying to change the culture of the organization. So maybe that's why they're spending longer times, you know, and to get them to actually all get on the same page. Maybe that change.
But then hey man, I want to go home because you got a lot to say.
A lot to say. Another meeting? Yeah. So. Yeah. He said she will have to get them kids down.
My kids don't never go to sleep.
Of course, you loud as a mother. Them kids Captain Crunch.
Captain what?
Captain Crunch.
I'm loud.
Serious. I guess what you were doing a few minutes ago.
Oh, in my bag. I'm sorry. I ain't know it coming through like that. Turn your TV down. I know, right? Your super duper TV.
All right, let's move on up to the Buffalo Bills, man. Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills ranked 9th overall. They have 100% players believe that their ownership will fix whatever issues they have. They don't really have a whole lot much of issues besides young players. You know, they have roommates as well. But they get a good amount of first-class seats. I reached out to a couple ex-NFL players to see if they would respond to me on Twitter because I want to understand how the plane rides are. I want to understand when y'all say they give a nice amount of first-class seats. Who do those seats go to, and how do you determine who gets those seats? But nobody responded to them.
Of course they did. They thought you were probably from the news report. The news reporter reached out to me, asked me about the grades.
Yeah. So I really don't have anything bad to say about the Buffalo Bills. Like I said, the only real gripe they had was the young players got to sit. You know, you have roommates.
Yeah. And then I saw they talked about the food. They talked about the food service. They said they get 3 meals, but they said they get upset because they had to split it with the hockey team.
Damn.
Not the food, but they had to split the support staff with the hockey team.
I'm about to say, look, you eat the food. I was like, you want some? Dang, they got to split the food. What?
The staff.
Oh, okay.
Split the service.
You want your cornbread.
I know. Hey, why is the hockey team eating? Because this is the time that they got to eat too. You know. Okay. You guys, the food staff.
Yeah,
Okay. So why is that a problem though? I mean,
I guess
if you got,
sometimes they be, I guess they had priority with the hockey players, and sometimes they had priority with the NFL. But hockey doesn't start till toward the end of the NFL season, right?
hockey going on right now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. And then hockey, they're not played in a football stadium. It's normally in a basketball arena. You know.
I guess but the staff supports both
Yeah.
teams.
So so let me ask you. I wonder if the Jets are on. What's the hockey team in the New York Islanders and the New York Rangers?
This is Buffalo though. I think it's the Sabres or something, right?
Okay. Okay, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Kanisha said, man, if your jersey sales are high, you get a first class seat.
Is that how they do it? Or that's what she's saying? Oh, look, I'm about to say, look, cause there's plenty of jerseys that ain't getting sold. But listen, I'm gonna tell you something that we realized that the Falcons did when Mariota left, because I think he was number 1. When they left, they changed those jerseys, that said Mariota. They put Dirty Bird on the back of it, number 1. I said, look, you know how they had all those Mariota jerseys? Now I got Dirty Bird on the back of it.
Dirty Bird.
So it is.
Y'all still call yourself Dirty Birds?
Yeah, it's still there. It's still there.
How
Just
we
like
doing,
the 10 minutes.
All right, let's go to the New England Patriots. And I had them on here somewhere. Where they at? Rams, Cardinals.
Let me say, while you looking that up, I'm gonna go back to the Jets. I think I mentioned this on the last show. They have the best seating arrangements on the plane. They got a brand new plane courtesy of JetBlue. But JetBlue has all comfort seatings, all the fat seats. Ain't no 3 seats, it's two chunky ones. So they see from what I read when we were doing that, they have the better jet as of right now. And I think my wife said Arizona, they downgraded their jet. Dang.
We're gonna get on Arizona Sunday. We're gonna do the NFC West Sunday. So the Patriots, man. The Patriots, they're ranked number 24. 24th overall. They have 64% trust in the owner that he will fix things over there. Robert Kraft. They don't believe Robert Kraft that much. 64%. I think that's kind of family. He said he don't give a damn about family. He got to see. He cares about the strength. He don't care what the training room looked like. I heard the training room was outdated, old and outdated. They're worried about not having the proper equipment in there, but travel, they got a D+. Man, look, one thing he don't care about is how comfortable you are in our stadium. We're here to win. We're not here to not here to socialize and be out here with your feet kicked up. Look, you come in here to work and get out. That's what Belichick said. So,
yeah, what they say, do your job, man.
Do your job, man. Do your job. You can relax at home. We don't want to make it comfortable for you here. So you want to spend all your time here, not doing nothing. But one thing they did say, their seats on the plane are bigger than the normal seats.
Yeah.
I guess they kind of similar to what you said with the Jets.
Yeah.
I heard Belichick's a tough coach. If you're not winning anymore, like he's not, will this be acceptable for players?
I mean, what they got 9.
Back there again, huh?
How about to say, didn't they did 9 wins this year, right? He didn't have a losing season, or did
They
he?
went
8-9. Okay,
We back to this again.
he threw a little shade.
Nah, you don't know shit. It's one of the topics we had the other night.
Yeah, that's what I wonder. Like it's all good when you're winning. You know, all this that stuff. You know, hey man, well he's good. He's a great coach, man. You know, I know it don't seem right, but we're winning. When you ain't winning, all that stuff that used to work, will it still work? Yeah, D plus in travel, C minus in family, your training rooms.
I hope that this is now a new trend where we can see from a player's perspective. You know, like I said, I hope they do it next year to see if what we're talking about now, if they changed it. You know, if the Patriots, go in and say, well, listen, we heard you. You know, Robert Kraft say, are we gonna change the seating arrangements, or do they have the buddy system in the room? Do you have to have a roommate? I mean, I hope some of these things change, but obviously these are questions that are important to the players. So, and I hate to hear that, that the Patriots do that, because at one point I'm thinking that the Patriots were, high society with Tom Brady being there anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, trust believe he didn't have no roommate.
No, right? Oh, you can't stay. He probably tell you too. You can't stay in this room with me. Tom freaking Brady.
Well, I think that's our AFC East breakdown. I mean, we didn't really have a whole lot of breakdown, but
yeah,
that's our AFC East.
Boy, done froze up again.
No,
Hey, why
look.
I'm about to say something.
But hey, boy, about to go in. That boy done froze up again.
Report card.
Hey.
That's a report card.
Hey, real quick before we leave, something we can think about for next week.
Okay.
I'm a big HBCU guy, right?
Yeah.
So y'all heard about Dion calling the band and the dance team in to try to ask them, inquire for them to be more like a HBCU.
Okay.
At Colorado?
At Colorado. But y'all
Look,
appreciate you can't take that mentality to the PWI, man. That's the HBCU thing.
Hey, on that, look, he said, I was listening to a podcast today, The Pivot. He was on there today, and he said, y'all be on the lookout for what's about to happen with this Colorado band. They working on something special.
So have y'all seen the application that went out? So for the band director, I'm gonna send it to our personal group, but on the application it says for the applicant for this band director, it said they must have HBCU qualification. They gotta have some HBCU experience. So and I think this is for the assistant band director. I don't think it's the head band director, it's the assistant band director, but that they're trying to that I think, and I this is just I saw this too, but they're bringing in somebody that was at Jackson State, that was on the band staff at Jackson State.
Yeah.
Now
he brought quite a few people from Jackson State and from other HBCUs and from other high schools up there.
So all right, when I went to Southern, Eric, I was in the band. They had this thing called what they call drop the dime. Because black bands march. It's what they call 8 to 5, 8 steps to every 5 yards. So that means you got to pick your foot up, pick your leg up, pick your feet up. Plant your foot down. It's a marching style, not a walking style.
Not walking.
Right, core style. You pinch your butt, and you kind of walk with smaller steps. Yeah, core style, correct. Heel toe, what they call it drop the dime. Get that, like you squeezing the dime between your butt cheeks. Drop the dime, pick your legs up. It's hard to implement that to a school that hadn't done it. But if you're gonna bring somebody in there, what you say, baby? All I'm gonna say is 1 hour rhythm, but not our blues. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a gangster statement. But even if Dion is there, you can bring them there all day long. If them like if they used to this is fight you can't it ain't happen. So whatever he trying to do, I get it, but I get it trying to add chocolate milk to this white milk, I get it. Trying to add the syrup to it, but I just don't know.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got look. Listen to the podcast on the Pivot.
Yeah.
I love Dion, man. He's dropping some gems on that bad boy.
I'm scared though, guys. I know I gotta leave in a second. I'm scared though. You gotta win some games. You doing all this before you even played a football game yet.
Yeah.
And I know he all he gotta do is do better than 1-11. But but man, you and then you coming out to shoot. Your first 5 games are gonna be tough. I want us to cover that later on too. But I hope I'm hoping for the best. Because like you said, why is the football coach meet with the band director?
Exactly.
What you want, man? I've been like, I'm hey Dion, how are you? Good to talk to you. What do you want, man? A special tune to be played. He ain't won a game yet, but yeah.
Dion, he's brought in. I want to say he said 5 former head coaches, out of college and high school level, man. So he's bringing in some people, man. He has a awesome staff. He has an awesome staff, man. So hey, I'm excited to see what he's going to do there. I really am. I really am excited to see what he's going to do there. And like you said, he's ready for what's at hand. So
have y'all?
Hey, Corey. They want a little bit of talking at the side of your neck.
If they blow neck, oh my lord! Hey, okay. I promise I'll get me a Colorado jersey. I'll be on the show. Look, Colorado be like HBCUB or something. But
he also said that he has, how he had the video, the documentary of his time or his season at Jackson State.
Jackson, yeah.
He has that happening at Colorado as well.
Yeah, that videography, his son is doing it.
Yeah. So it's going to be another documentary just like that one for this. But he said this one's going to be even more outlandish because of the stuff that they have there is a little better, more high.
A little better.
Yeah.
A little better.
Hey man, great show. Episode 78 in the books. Hey, we thank each and every one of y'all for rocking with us, man. James Littleton, Kanisha Davis, my God, girl, you was on fire today. Kamarie White, my brother, man. Make sure y'all check him and his wife out. Crystal Wright, RC, Remus Cromwell, man, my dog. Appreciate you jumping back on again, homie. Remember, man, don't come on by yourself. Bring somebody with you, man.
I gotta catch Kamarie them show, man. I gotta catch it.
Larry Wright, my dad. Thanks for rocking with us, man. I know you was busy trying to get stuff together. I appreciate you jumping on. My guy Stanley Carter, man. Everybody out there, pray for my dog Stanley Carter, man. He's fighting some health issues right now, man. So pray for my guy while he's out there.
Faison, give me a shout out.
Yeah, pray for our guy, man, our co-worker, Joshua Faison, and the whole Faison family, man. He passed away yesterday. So our condolences goes out to the Faison family, Reggie Faison, Keith Kinsler, who's super close to them. They grew up together. So definitely our condolences and our prayers go out to you, man, the whole UPS family. Weston and everybody, man.
No doubt.
Our deepest condolences. It was a tough day for everybody today, man. So this thing teared me up again. So look, hey man, I love y'all, man. Y'all have a great week. Keep your head on swivel, keep God first, man. We'll see y'all on Sunday, baby, 8 o'clock. We are
Later.
All right, fellas.